This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so Anthony Joshua has stated that when he defeats Oleksandr Usyk, he will be a true boxing legend. This is what he had to say in brief. I feel when I go and defeat Oleksandr Usyk, I'll get the credit I deserve again. And I'll get the admiration for being a true boxing legend. Anthony Joshua's statement. Now, that was in brief. I'll put the full article in the description box once this video is finished. Now, Anthony Joshua, will he be a boxing legend for defeating Oleksandr Usyk? Well, he already will be. Now, I'm not saying he's on par with Muhammad Ali and all those kind of guys. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that he will be in the Hall of Fame already. If he was to retire right now, 26 professional fights. Look what he has achieved. And anybody who can't see that or won't see that is either A, you don't know boxing, or B, you're on a hate narrative. That's the reality of it. 26 professional fights. 12 of those have been world title fights. Anthony Joshua didn't defeat one person to become a unified world heavyweight champion. He defeated champions to do so. He's got a Hall of Famer, well, two Hall of Famers on his resume. He does. Vladimir Klitschko and Alexander Povetkin. As an amateur, he only had, 46 amateur fights? Look what he done as an amateur. How many championships did he win? Plus Olympic gold. You can say whatever you like about it. That is what the record shows. Anthony Joshua currently, if he was to retire right now, is one of 4 in the history of the heavyweight division to have lost the World Heavyweight Championship and won it back in the immediate rematch. He's one of 4 in the entire history of the heavyweight division. So he stands alongside, as far as that particular achievement is concerned, Lennox Lewis, Muhammad Ali and Floyd Patterson. So already, Joshua is in the books. If he defeats Oleksandr Usyk in this immediate rematch, he'll become the first person and only person in the heavyweight division to have lost the world heavyweight titles twice and won back in the immediate rematch. And I know some people criticise, will say, yeah, well, that's not really an achievement because that meant that he lost. Okay, and then avenged. How many fights did Muhammad Ali lose? What about Lennox Lewis? What about most of your favourite fighters who will go down as boxing legends? How many fights did they lose? How many times did they win the immediate rematch after losing the world heavyweight title? Well, Joshua's one of 4 to have done it. He does it again, he'll stand alone as the only person to have done it twice. Now, don't get me wrong, Tyson Fury will also go down as a boxing legend. He will. Look at what it is that Tyson Fury has achieved. He's the only person to have won every belt the heavyweight division has to offer. He is. So again, I'm not criticising Tyson Fury or anything at all. I'm not making any kind of comparisons. But what I am saying is that already he has achieved. His resume stands above everybody else in the heavyweight division. It does. That's not me fanboying. That is a fact. It does. And those that he hasn't fought so far, such as he hasn't fought Tyson Fury, he hasn't fought Wilder, for example, he tried to fight them, offered them career high paydays, hundreds of millions, and they turned it down. So what's he supposed to do? He tried to fight them, but they didn't want that smoke of him at those particular moments, for whatever reason it is on them. But Anthony Joshua, he will be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. He's got a Hall of Fame resume. Like it, don't like it. You can't change the facts. You just can't. 26 amateur fights. Look what he's done already. Wilder's had 40 odd. Fury's had 33. He's done it in a far quicker time than any of those. Granted, Tyson Fury, he was the one who opened up the heavyweight division when he defeated Vladimir Klitschko. Absolutely. But then he dropped the ball. Didn't just drop the ball, he kicked it across the field, is what he done. Anthony Joshua picked up that ball and ran through those doors. People talk about boxing. For the most part, boxing is as popular as what it is right now because of the likes of Anthony Joshua, because of the likes of Canelo Alvarez. So yeah, Anthony Joshua will go down as a boxing great. is defeating Oleksandr Usyk, does that make him a boxing great, whereas currently maybe he's not? No, not at all. Win, lose or draw against Oleksandr Usyk, at least he tried. No shame in losing to Oleksandr Usyk, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. Former undisputed cruiserweight world champion. Many people consider Oleksandr Usyk the pound for pound #1 in the world. Ring Magazine had him at #1 for quite some time. Now he's just been replaced by Inoue, I think it is. No shame in losing to Oleksandr Usyk. A southpaw, skills to burn. People say he's little. He's 6'4". What are you talking about? Or 6'3". He ain't small. At least he's actually trying. He is trying. No matter what happens, at least he tried. And hopefully he does defeat Oleksandr Usyk. And if he does, that will be another name on his resume. It will be. He's just improving his resume. That's what he's doing. Another undefeated fighter on his resume. Anyway, listen, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours. I mean, would Anthony Joshua be the best of this era if he defeats Oleksandr Usyk? No, not until he goes to see Fury. Of course not. Fury needs to go see Joshua too. If Usyk wins, Fury needs to go see Usyk. This era isn't done yet. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.